How is everybody this morning?
Goody good out there?
How's Anthony doing?
All right. Very good.
The rumor mill's alive.
Weekend. Is it?
With you.
Is it cranking in full force?
Oh, boy, is it cranking.
I was on Laszlo's show over at XM on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Hung out with all them. That was fun. Patrice called and yelled at me and called me a racist.
Why is he calling you a racist this time?
Because I never, ever have been on his show. And I went on Laszlo's show. So he, decided that was being racist. Because Laszlo, of course, is lily white. And he was yelling at me. And then a couple of things might have come out about, because Patrice does a great show on relationships.
Right.
And a couple of things might have come out on relationships and things. And,
well, there are people out there. I was reading some of the rumor mill, and some people are thinking it's a bit.
It's a bit?
Some people are, just people in general are very confused and trying to figure it out.
The confusing part of Anthony's relationship.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Well, I guess I can confirm it. There are rumors out there.
Wow. What are you willing to say today? I'm following your lead on this.
I live alone in my big house now. That's it.
So there it is.
Little Jack is gone. Little Jack.
You're very sad that a cat is gone.
And my girlfriend.
Are you sad that she's gone too, or just that the cat's gone?
Well, Opie, it's never good when, a relationship breaks up and you never blah, 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 blah. Happens. You just kind of, you get through it. There are those, moments where you're just kind of sitting there in the house going, this is a big, lonely house. But, for the most part, it's I don't know. It's kind of cool.
What's the worst part of it?
The worst part of it is looking at my laundry piling up.
No need to wallow in emotionalism, man.
He's just the worst.
I also have to figure out how the hell she did that whole Peapod thing, ordering groceries online.
Yeah, but you could get people to do all that stuff.
No, I have people that do enough of the things. But I need like Alice the maid. Like, I need an Alice the maid.
So get Alice the maid.
There aren't any.
Get an assistant.
They're all, I can't speak their language.
Now, I got a few questions if we're...
A maid, though.
If we're talking about this. First of all, you were with your girl for, 8 years?
Somewhere
around
like
there?
Yeah.
I'm just putting
it wasn't a short period of time.
Okay. It was more than 5?
All right.
More than 6? Somewhere around there?
Somewhere around there.
I don't even know. I know it was somewhere when we were at NEW.
I don't like pinpointing things for people. So, yeah.
I understand. But I'm just trying to make the point that it was a long relationship.
Yeah.
You think your ex-wife is jumping up and down, excited that she's going to get a phone call from you? Sorry.
Dude.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
I swear to God, and I'm not even sure if I said this before on the air or off the air, if I was the guy from I Am Legend and she showed up from my radio transmissions I made every day, I would push her in the East River and go, I'm just going to keep trying to find someone else.
But you're the only two alive. You have a responsibility for this planet to repopulate it.
Let me assure everyone on the face of this earth that could be listening on many different mediums that we are broadcasting out of.
Well, we gotta.
There is no way in hell I would ever even come close to making contact with my ex-wife. Ever!
I know. I just wanted to see you squirm a little bit.
No. No, it was, just a kind of a thing that happens in relationships sometimes.
Oh,
There's no animosity or anything. I wind up, hating exes. Can't stand them. But, there's no hatred there or anything. There's no big drama. There's no big story. No, straw that broke the camel's back thing. It just kind of
ran its course.
Relationships do that sometimes. What do you know?
Did it grow apart?
It happens when you start dating girls when they're 12. They kind of get a little older. Teasing, of course.
And that older thing to you is like icky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony doesn't like old.
I don't blame him.
It's icky to him.
It had nothing to do with old or anything. My God, the girl's in her 20s.
Yeah, she's still not even 30. But
I know. It has nothing to do with that. Although I really am not a fan of women my own age. I'll give you that one. Bunch of whiny friggin' old biddies.
Wow, I have to be in agreement with you. When I was single, and my sister thought it would be cool to like set me up with like this golf broad that was the same age as me. I'm like, wow, that's how old I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
I told that story, right? Where my sister was all excited. She goes, "I found the perfect woman for you, and she's single and she's available and she likes playing golf." And I was playing a lot of golf when we weren't working, and I'm at Crab Meadow. It was a blind date.
Yeah.
And this woman that should look like she was about to retire from the LPGA tour comes walking up to the putting green, and my sister calls my cell phone. Goes, "What do you think?" All excited because she knows I'm going to meet this.
What do you think? I don't know. Where is she? I just beat a monster to death with a golf club.
Dude, so my sister calls me as I'm putting around waiting for this girl. She goes, "Is she there?" And I'm like, "Holly, I am going to kill you." She goes, "Oh, no way." I'm like, "Yeah, she seems nice, but why would you think that, that I would date someone my age at this point?"
Why would you think? I love how you blurted out like it's preposterous.
Well, it is. It is, because I do have some goals and stuff. Like this woman was like, I think she was older than me. She was in her 40s at the time. I'm like, what?
Here's my problem. I am in a state of arrested mental development. I have been for many years. I've been afforded the luxury of an occupation where you can be immature, and it's very lucrative. Thank God, because I really am retarded. I can't communicate well with people my own age on that level. I can interview, people that come in, we'll have interviews, whatever, but I can't sit there at a bar and talk to a woman my own age and be entertained whatsoever, be turned on whatsoever. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Well, you got to let me jump back in for a second. That's exactly what I was thinking, because people are going to be like, well, what, I couldn't relate to this woman and her age because I think a lot younger, just like you, Ann.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make here. She was a lovely woman and stuff.
I'm sure.
I'm like, we have nothing in common.
Nothing.
Let's stop soft soaping it. We date younger women because they're better. That's it. They're hotter. They're more fun to touch. Their bodies are younger. Every man alive. The only men that don't date younger women are men that can't. Believe me. No one likes chicks their own age. None of us do. Oh, we put the soft soap in it. I'm not a boy at heart. I like young breasts. Who likes 40-year-old bosoms? Get out of here with those.
I've been
get out of here with those.
Exactly. Throw them over your shoulder and hit the bricks, toots. I have a young chippy to talk to.
This is a good discussion, because I was like mentally growing and developing year after year, and somewhere around 25 or 26, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I like this age. You're not in college anymore. You make a little money.
So you kind of stopped?
I believe I stopped at 25 or 26 because I even hang out with some of the guys from like high school and college, and I could barely relate to a lot of my old friends and stuff, because they still think that music stopped after like Leonard Skinner and stuff like that, and I'm still discovering music and discovering cool movies, and I'm playing video games. They're not playing video games.
No, a lot of them have kids too at this point.
But it's not. I don't even know if it's about the kid thing. They just
like
somewhere along the line they just stopped growing. Their mind stopped growing.
They kept growing. That was the difference.
Yeah.
You stopped. I stopped. He stopped. They continued growing.
Yeah. Well, I'm just, like you said, somewhere around 25, it just all froze up in my head.
You guys are giving yourself to it. 25, 14, 15, and 15. We're talking about 25.
About 25. I'm serious. Like, if I think about it, I feel like I'm still 25, 26, maybe 27, somewhere in there.
All I know is we had a prisoner exchange, I guess you'd call it.
Over the weekend?
Yeah, there was a prisoner exchange. Because there are a few things, because, when a relationship ends, someone's got to move out.
Right.
That's how it works. And
so where you living?
No, I live in my house. I live in my house.
I'm not going to make that mistake again.
Believe me, I live in my house. But she moved out, and she packs up and takes a lot of things, and some things were mine, and I guess she forgot some things that were hers over the house. So I got a text, and okay, find this. I think this is here, and I dug up some stuff, and then there was this like prisoner exchange where I left it all out on the front stoop, and then she was able to take it and replace it with my stuff on the front stoop, and then when she left, I could open the door and get everything because, you just don't want that contact.
You don't want contact?
No, don't want any, contact like that. At least for a long time.
Like a long time?
You don't do that. Yeah. If you bump into each other years later and go, oh, hi, how you doing? Things like that are one thing, but I don't know. But I noticed during the prisoner exchange how completely immature I am because I'm putting out stuff that she needs. Files from a file cabinet and things like that, important stuff. And all I was left with was, I believe it was my 18-inch tall Ash action figure from The Evil Dead, which kicks ass, come on. A couple of Hogan's Heroes action figures. Very important stuff that I needed. And I just realized I'm retarded. I am completely retarded. There's like no furniture in my house or anything. It's just...
Yeah. Did she take the pink guns?
Play space. No.
I just imagine that you bought her guns over the years and they're pink.
No pink guns. All manly guns.
Yeah.
Which now, I got them laying all over the place.
I can imagine.
Just buy more.
That's wonderful. Eh?
More guns.
More guns.
More guns, more fast cars. That's my motto.
Are you having a, thing that men tend to have?
A midlife crisis?
I don't know if it's a crisis, but
you should have had that 10 years ago.
Been going through a midlife crisis since I turned 13. I never liked the sound of teen.
Midlife crisis, that means you would actually have some kind of emotion in your soul. People think I'm soulless. This guy right here, he's a cyborg.
No.
He's a cyborg. When was the last time you got emotional?
I get emotional.
All right, when was the last time?
Let me think. Maybe a movie?
Yeah, when's the last time you cried?
Or just got emotional, because I don't even think he cries.
Oh, I'm sure he
I
has
don't remember.
Tears.
Maybe like a little, yeah, exactly. A little moisture in your eyeballs. When was the last time?
Wow, that's a tough question.
When your sister announced her pregnancy, did you get a little emotional inside? Like, how cool is that?
No, I pretty much just thought selfishly about how it's going to affect me and my life.
You are the worst. Every time a brother or sister called me and said, blah, blah is pregnant, you get a little emotional. Like, that's cool.
Do you?
Nothing. Yes! I work with a bunch of weirdos, and they think I'm weird.
That's what we say.
I understand
Each of us are able to say, we work with two weirdos.
I understand that. I'm not trying to say that I'm correct in my thinking, but I just want to acknowledge finally that I think exactly what you guys are thinking about me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, you get a little emotional. Why not?
Let's see. Okay, a high-stakes blackjack table at the Borgata. I cry when I lose like 16 grand at a clip.
Fair enough.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Let's say hi to Scott on Long Island. Scott, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey.
Jimmy,
Yes,
you're
sir.
right. It's the beginning of Anthony's downward spiral.
That's
downward spiral. I'm spiraling up, my friend.
That started already.
Spiraling up.
That started, I don't know, a year or two ago. Where have you been?
Why do you say that, sir?
Because this is really going to shoot him into feeling bad for himself when he's sitting at home, marching around, playing video games. No one's going to be there for him.
What?
I think Anthony likes not having any attachments.
Look, here it is.
Emotionally, physically,
seriously,
spiritually.
When you're with a girl for a long period of time, you're in a relationship.
Yeah. At
least for me, it's weird because it's different. You're used to someone being there, but there are certain aspects that give you a freedom and stuff that is like, oh, okay, I could kind of enjoy this. I could pretty much do whatever the hell I please. Not that I was being held down where I couldn't do anything.
Hold on. She seemed to be a girl that kind of let you do whatever you wanted. So
yeah, for the most part. But I think in any relationship, you got to make compromises.
Sure.
And sometimes compromise is good. Sometimes it's making concessions, which I don't think is very good. I like, at this point in my life, doing whatever I really please. I just like doing what I want to do when I want to do it.
But you've been doing that ever since I met you.
Not really.
Now you're really going to do it?
Yeah.
You've had no plan since I've met you.
But my plan is just to have no plans.
I understand.
I like.
It's the coolest thing you've been able to do since, well,
it's been very recently. What am I talking about?
All right, how about just like, how about living alone? What's the coolest thing about living alone? Because everyone talks about, oh, God, the house is a lot bigger, and you kind of have those feelings. But what is the coolest thing where you're in your mansion or whatever? We call it the Kumia Estate.
Would it be you get out because so-and-so's coming and I got to wash this first?
Are you running around in your underwear singing? What are you doing? What's the coolest thing? We're like, oh, wow, all right.
I guess just blatant, disgusting pornography on my huge monitor.
You couldn't do that before?
I could, but it feels uncomfortable. You don't want your girlfriend, which was cool because she was cool with that. She liked looking at porno and stuff, but I could just kind of pop it up there.
She seemed to be cool and someone that went with the flow, so I'm very surprised that.
Yeah. But there were just things, and not any material things or like I said before, a straw that broke the camel's back things. There's just things that happen between two people that you just kind of done. You're no longer on the same wavelength, kind of a thing, and that's all it really was. So, you gotta kind of move on, forge ahead, kind of thing. That's that's the point I'm at. I'm at the move on, forge ahead point.
I'm glad this is in the open because when you told us it was about a week ago, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I think about a week ago.
Yeah.
I was floored. I was like, what? This came out of left field.
Yeah.
Because Anthony. Because Anthony keeps everything
I keep things bottled up.
Yeah, Anthony keeps his cards extremely close to his chest.
That's right. And anyone looking at my hand.
And unfortunately, I play cards like this. Way out here. Everything.
Anthony keeps things under his hat.
Oh, boy, does he.
Yes.
So when he told us, we're like, what are you... I was thinking bit. I was thinking, all right, what is...
No bit.
What is Sid and Nancy doing now? What are they doing to me?
I wasn't that surprised, though. You started talking about little things that were happening that were different. It happens. It's like a slow process when you
It is. It's a very slow process. And I don't think you realize it. Unless there's some ridiculous blowout, where something happens very suddenly and there's a blowout. It's just something that happens over time.
You're right about the slow process because when I was going through the same thing, I woke up one day and I was like, wow, I don't know this. This girl anymore. I'm like, what? How did we get here?
And then found out you were drunk and walked into the wrong apartment. I don't know this. I don't know you anymore.
Right. Did you put on 200 pounds since yesterday?
I remember waking up one day thinking to myself, I am living with a complete stranger at this point.
Mm-hmm.
A complete stranger.
Yeah.
How did this happen? It'll never happen again. You gotta be aware constantly.
Well, you do have to be aware. I think so. But
did you get to this point? This is kind of where I'm at.
Okay.
Where you're like, are we should we try to salvage this? Is this wishful thinking that we're in love, or do we just like each other a lot and not want to did you get to a place where you both kind of knew it was done, but you were just going through the motions?
Yeah, but that could change on a daily or weekly basis, you know? You can get to a point where it's like, oh boy, there's where's the spark kind of a thing. And then other days are really fine. You're laughing, you're having a good time. And then you ask yourself sometimes, is it just kind of, friends? Is the same amount of feeling there in both the same in each other? Or is one person like the other one more? Or, you just don't know. And then after a while, you start thinking, is this kind of worth trying to fix or just move on, kind of a thing? Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I am. Because you don't want to be in a relationship where you're making each other miserable. You really don't. And there wasn't just this constant misery going on. I mean, we have some pretty good laughs and stuff like that. It just when kind of the miserable part or the you're not really talking to each other for a length of time part outweighs the good stuff, then it gets a little dicey.
Now, are you one of these guys, when it's done, or is there going to be kind of a...
I've always been, my entire life, a done is done guy. I've never gone back with an ex ever. Ever.
That's the best way to be.
I don't do it. I pretty much, for the most part, cut off communication. I don't like seeing them. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. It's over.
Do you keep checking your phone to see if they texted or called or?
Well, there's been some text because there's been some logistic issues about moving and things and stuff like that. But I try to steer clear of any. Emotional things. Do
you remember Ron Valeri gave us the best advice on relationships? Unfortunately, he doesn't like us anymore, which that's the business we're in.
It's the whore radio business we're in.
It's completely ridiculous because we used to admire the guy and he loved us in our radio show, but then when he started working for the competition, he had to trash us. I don't really, I'll never understand that, but it happens. But we were sitting at a steak place out there on Long Island, and he goes, when you're in a relationship and there comes that time where you can get back together with someone that you might have broke up with or something, and you got that second chance to maybe give it another shot.
Yeah.
He goes, pretty much everyone will go through that stage with somebody possibly out there. He goes, don't do it. Walk away. Don't ever give it the second shot. And I believe, I can't speak for him, he was talking from experience, because I think he might have done just that and realized what. And then you go back and you're reminded of all the reasons why you left in the first place.
Yeah, it just...
but it was interesting to hear that, because a lot of people do. They kind of they do give it another shot. And he's like, when you're feeling... that you should give this another shot, that's when you should absolutely just walk away.
Run for your life.
I never forgot that from Ron. So, all right, there you go. Anthony's making it official. We've been kind of fooling around with this for the last week.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's a pretty serious thing, but
it is. You
don't seem to be bothered.
But you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't just mope around. I'm forging ahead. I'm continuing my life.
Are you on the prowl?
Yes. I'm taking my time.
How about this? I'll dump my girl and we get involved in an alternative relationship.
Yeah, let's see how much the listeners are willing to accept from this radio show.
Me and Jimmy arguing with each other in our little robes.
Two bottoms trying to fight it out.
But let's go with this for a second.
Oh, no.
You guys announced that you're an alternative couple, right?
Yeah.
Now, the listeners, of course, like, that would just not be acceptable to them. But they would have an open mind at first because, like, well,
I like the show.
I like the show.
These guys are fun.
You know, they've brought me a lot of happiness over the years, and I've met a lot of people. I actually got married just because of their damn radio show. I got a kid because of their damn radio show.
But then they got to hear shows like, they got to hear breaks like, let me tell you what happened last night. So me and Jimmy are in bed.
Right.
And
like, how long does it take before your entire audience just turns off their radio dial?
Right, this is just disgusting, man.
But how long? You think they have an open mind to go with it for just a little while? Like, all right, well, let me...
Fringe factor they'd listen to.
Let me see what I can handle here.
Let me see what I can handle. So we're completely out of KY. Right. Let me tell you.
Do you know he loves to kiss? He loves to kiss.
Make the sound you make, baby.
Yeah, and then
oh God, that is disgusting.
Then of course you got the Howard Stern fans just making fun of our fans.
Well, of course.
You listen to that gay show.
I think they'd be understanding.
But then you're trying.
Opie's really getting into this.
I think it's a hilarious concept. But then our listeners are fighting back. Yeah, but they're still funny. And then they have to just kind of give up on the argument.
Yeah,
I don't see our listeners fighting back for long.
No. Yeah, you're right. The fruits.
All right, we got to take a break. So I figured we'd finally talk about it on our show because, Anthony just gets drunk and babbles to another radio show about it.
It was on Laszlo. I didn't just blurt things out either.
Way to understand how radio works. You've only been doing it for 14 years.
I teased on Laszlo's show, and I unloaded it all on this show. I know how radio works.
Very good.
So,
Would it be uncomfortable for the listeners if we were doing a break and I was just kind of standing behind you, kind of running my hands over your chest? And, like, as you're talking, they hear little kisses on your neck.
All right. I'm going to say two things. I think this is very good for the radio show because I think Anthony is going to just be completely insane.
New stories.
Lots of new stories, hopefully. And now I'm just hoping for the black president, and then this show will be #1 in America.
Is it black president?
This will be the #1 radio show in America if we have a black president and Anthony continues to sing for a while.
And I'm just out of my mind.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Very good. Wow. We talked about the Oscars, not one phone call. Talk about Anthony breaking up with his chick, and the phones are just...
Yep, look at that.
Completely lit. We'll try to take some of these phone calls after the break. Let's say hi to Chris. He's calling from the Poconos. Chris, what's going on? How's that heart-shaped tub doing?
It's doing great. Who would ever think that Jimmy would be in a normal relationship and Ant's the single one now?
Did you hear the first break with Jimmy going to a subtitled movie? It doesn't sound like Jimmy's in a stable relationship.
No, we're in deep trouble. It depresses me and it makes me very sad. And I think it makes her very sad.
Yeah.
I don't... Oh, God, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying Jimmy's putting up with all that normal relationship crap and Ant just, cleaned house.
Hey, thanks for adding to your original comment. That was terrific. All right.
We are in deep trouble.
And you missed Jimmy's rant there.
No, he did. I wasn't ranting. That's fine.
Deep trouble, you think?
I think so, yeah. She knows it, too. I don't know if we're just compatible. It's like no one's fault. It's depressing. Because you think, you're like, all right, well, you just got to do this. We just got to do this to make it work. And you do that, and you're yelling at each other again. And it's like, I know you're not this big of a C. And I know that I'm not this completely out of my mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just bump heads all the time.
That's what it is. Like you find yourself saying, I know I'm not a bad guy. And, she's saying, I know I'm not a nag or a bitch or anything like that. And then you get together, you try to figure things out, and maybe you do for 10 minutes. And something just happens. I think you just the things you enjoy doing kind of clash after a while. Situation like that.
But I don't want her sleeping with other people.
Well, I don't mean to laugh, but
Jesus,
I guess
that is one of the downsides of it. But it's something you just got to deal with.
Go ahead.
If we break up, I want to give her X amount of money a year, like if I can. Just don't sleep with other people. Like, is that okay? Like,
so you're staying in a relationship because you're scared that she would be having sex with somebody else?
No. I'm not staying there for like. I know if we break up, Eventually she will, and it will be better, and she won't look back. So I know I have to make this decision carefully. Like, I can't just throw her out there and say, go ahead, bang whoever you want. Because why would she come back? She'll get one good one and lose my number completely. She'll just scratch me off her stupid BlackBerry. She'll get one good one and forget I ever existed.
Wow.
Oh, it's cute. He does a radio show. That's adorable.
All right. Well, Anthony is officially single. He announced that this morning on the radio show. And,
so I was, I've been broken up for the past week.
What?
Yeah, I've been broken up with the girlfriend.
Oh, I know.
For a week.
You're just making it official, though.
Yeah. Yeah, making it official.
I understand that. We were
giving the big announcement.
We were hinting toward that starting last week.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for your lead, and you're ready to talk about it. Well, I figured you were ready to talk about it because you were blabbing on Laszlo's show.
Well,
like, does this guy understand he has his own radio show and that this would be good fodder for his radio show? But no, might as well do it on someone else's radio show. Taking the thunder away from the big announcement when we did it.
No, it was a little tease.
It wasn't a tease,
radio
my friend.
Tease.
Oh, my God. It wasn't a tease at all.
He teased me with Guinness, and I said it.
Oh,
that was
right. I understand.
Plied me with booze.
So
get the info out of me.
So I'm thinking maybe sex dolls for you.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm thinking no.
You're thinking real live?
I don't.
Real live girls?
I don't think I really want a plastic sex doll or sex toys. I had to get rid of one that was around. I don't know why. There was one in the drawer in my kitchen. I guess it came from here. I don't know how it came from. I guess it was in a bag that came from the studio, but it was a goddamn tranny sex doll.
What?
Yes.
Was it like a good one?
I have no idea. I don't know what a good one would be.
Good answer.
But it was...
No, what I mean by that, like, did it look real or was it...
I don't know because I didn't even unwrap it.
Very plastic.
But I had to take the box apart and run it through the shredder. And then I had to cut the thing up with scissors and put it in 2 plastic garbage bags and tie it up and put it in the pail. Because you don't want people thinking using those things.
Right.
Jesus. Hurt my reputation around the neighborhood.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm just going over some company policy.
Okay.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're talking to the lawyers.
Yeah, I hear their responses.
Absolutely. They look better now than they have in a long time.
Are you shredding a lot of things, Ant?
Yeah, a few things went through the shredder.
Yeah.
You know, you got to shred some stuff. That helps you just move along.
Cleanse the system?
Cleanse the system. Cleanse the environment. You know.
Can I bring up when me and you were talking last week?
Uh-huh.
I don't think I'm talking out of line here. If I am, you just stop me because this is your thing. I understand. But when Ant and I were discussing this on the phone last week before he decided to make it official.
Yeah.
I heard the shredder going on in the background.
In the background.
Oh, what the hell were you shredding?
Well, a little bit of everything.
But
papers.
I think I talked to you for close to an hour, and the shredder was on probably the whole time.
Yeah, there was a lot of paperwork and stuff just to shred. Just things. You know, I don't like shredding everything.
Right.
But certain things you got to shred. Certain pictures have to be shred.
Pictures?
Yeah, because then you just dwell. You don't want to dwell.
So you... Jimmy?
Sorry, let's just say there's been a mishap with the finger.
What? Oh, my God.
That'll last for a good long time.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Marco in Ohio. Marco.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, I have a question for Anthony.
Yeah.
So how'd you do it? I just spoke with my girlfriend last week Tuesday, and today's her birthday, but I just got to know how you did it.
What do you mean how I did it?
How'd you guys break up?
Oh, it was just kind of a, incompatibility issue.
Yeah, nothing specific came up?
No, nothing really specific came up.
She didn't mind the order 2 guns or anything?
No. Yeah, I think it was my cleaning the gun on the bed that might have been it. That might have been the clincher. And me calling her Ava. My membership pack coming in from the NRA.
I got the impression that she liked your guns.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. All right, here's more on the sex dolls. Jimmy!
Yes, sir.
You all right?
I'll be out in a second.
All right, we're doing a radio show.
Oh, good. Sounds terrific.
All right.
9 different kinds of love dolls are made at this Tokyo factory. Some high-end models are made of silicone. And they are not cheap either. Her name is Koyuki, and she's one of more than 20 super realistic sex dolls displayed in this showroom. A metal skeleton and 35 joints inside her allow her to move like a real woman. She weighs 27 kilograms and priced
How much is that?
$6,000. The company started making these dolls 30 years ago, originally for handicapped men. Now these dolls have become available for just anybody looking for a companion.
That's,
For handicapped men?
just
Because they can't get chicks? Is that it?
Yeah.
That's great.
Lovely. What a ghoul. He's got like 100 of them lying around like corpses.
Is he handicapped?
No, he's
No,
just a
he's-
Japanese man. He says that he cannot love real women, Jimmy. So he's got the sex dolls. He comes home from work and they're sitting on the couch waiting for him.
Says hi to them.
Yeah, he says hi to him and all that.
Individually.
This guy's just a jerk.
Yeah. He's a can't get any ghoul.
Smells like burning plastic and like lubricant. His apartment. Horrendous. What's the matter with the Japanese? What's happened to that culture? Ever since they lost World War II. I'm telling you, country loses a world war like Germany, and they get bizarre sexually.
Yeah. Something happens.
They get bizarre.
I think Japan more so because they had such a different culture before the war. And then after, they get a little westernized, and they just went completely perv.
Yeah.
That whole thing, what did I read about the vending machines that sell used panties?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a big
It's twisted.
that's a biggie over there.
They're into all that anime
Yeah.
porno with the girls in the little Catholic school things and those big eyes. What's that about?
They're into humiliation, right?
Yeah,
They're just
a lot of
They're more than
humiliation.
the average, no?
Who knows? If it's all bathroom stuff and wedding dresses and underpants in the vending machine, why don't you just stop it? Good God. I mean, I'm a
Tell 'em.
pervert, and I'm telling you, just like,
You
cut the
tell 'em.
malarkey, bub.
Oh, there's the vending machine with the dirty panties.
With the dirty panties, yeah. Yeah.
Are there different like styles of dirt?
Probably are. Yeah, what is it? Somebody like, does some people like more dirt on one area of it than
Yeah.
another area?
You can choose what nation's flag you want the panties to resemble.
Maybe they actually want the old Japanese one.
Did Aunt's girl want a baby?
No. I told you, that would have been one of those huge blowout, straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. No. Mm-hmm. Baby. Out of here. Well, no goddamn kids. Gonna have two little nephew-niece things.
2?
Yeah.
Brother Joe?
Yeah.
Did you announce that on the show?
Yeah, I didn't tell you. It's Brother Joe and Dawn. They're the ones that had the baby.
No, I don't think you made
Some
it.
sick incestuous thing. No.
You didn't make the Brother Joe one official.
I thought I did.
No.
Yeah, Brother Joe.
Wow.
And his girl.
But Joe's like 50.
No, Joe's not 50.
What is going on with the Cumias?
And his girl's like young,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah, but he didn't want to have kids. I learned Dawn did want kids, but
I
she
don't
was in
know.
the wrong relationship.
I hadn't talked to Joe in quite some time about children, so perhaps his mindset changed.
That's great.
Is he happy?
Yeah. So, you know,
You're going to have 2
yeah.
within the next year. Actually, sooner than that, right?
Yep.
By summer?
Oh, yeah.
2 by summer?
Yep.
How are you going to handle that?
I'm not. You know how I'm going to handle that?
But they're your-
With a checkbook.
But they're your brother and
That's
sister's
right.
kids.
What do the little tykes need? Huh?
Love.
Aside from my love and companionship.
Wow, man. What's up with the kid thing with you?
You
I
watch.
just- I'm
Those
Because
are-
we're not even talking about your
What?
own kids. We're talking about like kids that are related
I
to you
won't-
through a brother and a sister.
I'm very nice with kids. I go
You're not-
over, I
there's no
play with them, they laugh, and then I leave. There will be no babysitting. There'll be no diaper changing. I don't. And here's another thing. if they're listening to the show today, I don't eat with children. I can't eat with kids. I'm not crazy. Children are disgusting to eat with.
But they're not like you're not at a restaurant with strange kids. This is like family. This is family stuff.
They ruin the food you're trying to eat.
And let me tell you something. I got 10.
You see a kid slap his hand into the big plate of what you want to eat, and then no, and then I look at it and go, well, write that off. I can't eat that with their slimy little hands. They're always down the back of their pants or up their nose or something. Get out of here.
But it's going to be your sister Dawn's kid.
Don't care.
It's different.
No, it isn't. It's no different.
Here's something else. I have 10 nephews and nieces, I think, maybe more. It's hard to keep track.
Mm-hmm.
And never had to babysit and never had to change a diaper.
Oh, good.
You don't have to do that stuff. You hold them, and every once in a while they might spit up on you a little bit, and then you hand the kid back. You're like, all right, here.
Don't do that either.
And then they mop you up a little bit, and you're on your way.
Don't hold kids because of that reson.
Yeah, you'll hold one.
I won't. I don't like that spit up thing. I'll hold it out in front of me.
What's this about, Jimmy?
It's kind of like,
I understand kids in general. I do. I hate other people's kids, but kids that are related to me, you just feel different.
No.
Yes, you should.
No.
Yes.
They have disgusting, wet little hands that are constantly being sneezed on and drooled upon, and they're trying to give you their goopy Cheerios that they're always eating.
Yeah.
So their little high chair with their Cheerios on it and their sticky little hands, and they try to give it to you, and it's like, oh, take it. Isn't that cute? No.
Do you know my friend Eric? And this is true. He has 3 daughters.
Yeah.
He came in one day over at XM. He's a comedian. He said his daughter was stuffed one time, and he actually sucked the boogers out of her nose. He's like, she couldn't breathe. If she was having trouble breathing.
Well, you'll do anything for your kid.
You're so kidding, Jimmy.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Jimmy, you're so kidding.
I'm absolutely not kidding.
I don't care if you're kidding or not. In my mind, I have to accept that you're kidding because that image will ruin me. Ruin me.
Anthony.
Yeah.
What is it? You have no excitement that your sister and brother are going to have kids.
I'm very excited for them.
I understand that.
This doesn't have anything to do with me. Yeah, with them. But, see, I can't eat with children.
But where does this come from?
I don't like how goopy everything is. It ruins, like, the food.
But they're going to be part of your family. They're going to be running around. They're going to be excited to see Uncle Anthony.
When they get older, it'll be a blast. They'll love Uncle Anthony.
You could teach them a thing or two that their parents aren't willing to teach them. You're going to be the cool uncle. And then your brother will look at you and roll his eyes like, I didn't want to teach him that. Thanks. Thanks, Uncle Anthony.
Well, that's when they're older.
That's your job.
Not at the snot-nose age where they, wiping every friggin' thing with their hands.
You get over that. I don't like it any more than
greasy
you do.
hands.
But my nephew, I got very attached to. You get very attached. I didn't plan on it, and I don't like kids either.
Yeah.
Jimmy's nephew looks just like him, too. He's a miniature version of Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in here a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get very attached.
Oh, yeah, cute little tyke.
Because they're family. You just give them kisses on the cheek, and you don't have it's cool to have a kid without the responsibility, because you can just play with them.
Kiss them on the face.
Yes!
No, they got spit all over their face. Kids' faces are covered in spit.
They're going to want to hold your hand.
No.
Oh, yeah, they're going to want to hold Uncle Anthony's hand.
You ever see a kid walk around the house with the hand just down their pants?
Yeah.
And they're walking around. Why do I want to touch that hand?
Because it's not always dirty.
It is dirty.
A baby hand, when a baby's little fat fingers grab your hand, it is really cute.
It's
you can't
nice.
not like it. Nature puts a thing.
Well, wash it first.
Babies smell good. Like when they go to the bathroom, they don't smell good.
Yeah.
But when a baby's natural, like baby powder smell, that's nature. So you want to hug it and protect it.
No,
I
don't.
Anthony's daycare. Thank you. I'll do your job today, too.
Oh, no.
Well, you haven't added anything to the show.
Well, I don't know. He did the live read.
He did the live read for his LASIK.
He had his eyes done.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be slowing him down. I don't know. The kid thing with you is a little strange.
I'm just dead set against it.
I enjoyed holding the hands of my nephews and nieces, and it's also very depressing when you realize that the kid's too old for that. He's going to an Islander game.
17.
And I reached out to hold my nephew's hand. And he goes, dude, I'm 8 years old. What are you doing?
How sad.
And actually, in his eyes too, because there was a moment like, "See, I'm too old for that," and I'm kind of bummed too, to be honest with you. But I'm growing up. We got to think of new cool things to do. Yeah, and then at the Islander games when the Islanders score, I used to pick them up, kind of throw them in the air a little bit, and we're at the game and the Islanders score and I went to grab him and he almost freaked out. I'm like, oh crap, you're old now. I can't do that anymore. So now we just now we do the fist. We touch fists.
Oh, you do that?
See, these are little things you can look forward to with the little ones running around your family.
Your Uncle Touchy-Feely.
Yeah, really. Ugh, creep.
Pick him up.
I adore my sister and brother's kids.
That's nice.
I like my nephew.
I adore them. I can't wait to see them. You don't have any excitement. You're excited for them, but you're not.
I'm not.
We got to find out where that comes from.
It
when you were a little kid.
Maybe it comes from an awful childhood that I don't want to have to watch another kid go through, even though I know they're not going to go through it. Because I know, my brother's great and my sister's great and their significant others are great.
Yep.
But maybe that's it. Maybe it's just my crappy little childhood is keeping me from appreciating children. That's all.
I think you'll get over that. I think you will.
No, I don't think I will. And kids are just,
by the way,
naturally disgusting.
You might be the godfather.
Yeah. That's okay.
Well, that comes with responsibilities.
Does it?
A little bit.
I know.
I have 2 kids. I hate everyone else's kids. I don't like kids either, and I have 2.
See, everyone else hates your kids. Let me tell you that, too.
Oh, yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. I agree with that 100%. It goes on and on. Why don't we play Anthony's Daycare going into break? It's Opie and Anthony.
You love your kids, but sometimes they can be a handful.
Kids are great when they're other people's.
Who can you trust when it comes to your youngins?
You change them, you wash them, you bathe them.
Anthony's Daycare Oasis is a paradise.
You're in prison. You're in baby goddamn prison.
Filled with joy.
We don't think they're cute.
Tenderness.
We think they're annoying.
And most of all, Anthony's love.
I can only hope your child turns up like little Adam Walsh without his head.
Parents adore our staff.
These guys hate kids.
And our facilities are safe.
I have burning cauldrons of wax just sitting around for aesthetic.
Just listen to these happy children frolic through Anthony's Daycare Oasis.
I hate your kid, and I wish him dead.
Just take it from Anthony himself.
Grab your little friggin' rat and say,
"We love you, Anthony."
And here's my idea for you, Anthony. You don't want to, you're not the marrying type. You certainly don't want to have kids.
No.
Although I part of me still thinks you're going to have a kid somehow, some way.
You know something?
Something might happen.
Maybe by abduction. It's the only way. If I ever have a kid, it's going to be followed by an Amber Alert. There's no way I'm having children.
Maybe you'll have a little a multiracial baby, and you'll be an alternative dad, and you'll get involved in political issues.
Yeah.
When does the ship come back from this planet where that would ever happen? There's no.
I see a liberal future for you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Jimmy sees it too.
No kids. I enjoy the company of my own white people.
This is my idea for you, though.
I love collecting certain memorabilia.
I understand. This is what I'm.
And I love my guns.
This is what I'm suggesting for you.
Yes.
Take this as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Make your place into the Long Island Playboy Mansion. Take in girls. Just take them in.
Take them in. Like wayward girls?
Whatever.
Wayward.
Maybe wayward girls. Maybe I could open a home for wayward coke whores. Because they'll do anything.
Yeah. Whore bait.
You all know coke whores will just do anything.
Have some
and
whore
then I'm
bait.
not even trying to cure them. I'll actually supply the coke.
Yeah, have some whore bait laying around. Oh, your neighborhood would love this. Just bring in girls that might be down on their luck, but they're hot as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And start your own kind of like Playboy Mansion, but your own take on it.
With my own little twist.
Your own little twist. I'm sure I've never seen your house. Maybe I will
like
someday. But I assume that it's big enough where you could kind of like, have a section where they live.
Yeah.
So you could still like be Anthony by yourself, but then Yeah, you tuck him in at night, if you know what I mean.
I'll get like bunk beds and stuff.
Yeah.
And put them into some of the rooms so that a lot of them can stay in those rooms. Is that the plan?
I just don't want you to be lonely.
Thanks.
I just don't want you to be lonely, that's all. So I'm thinking this is a way, because it doesn't involve marriage or kids or anything, but your house is filled with human beings.
Yeah. Thanks. I'll give that a whirl. I'll think that over.
Wayward young ladies.
Wayward.
That are really hot. That's the key.
Oh, that goes without saying. Fat wayward girls can go to a home.
Yeah.
Wayward. If a girl comes to the door and she
run
goes,
over.
I'm young and wayward and I have a drug problem, which means I'm needy.
Come in.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, drug-addicted, wayward young lass.
And I know you're building like an awesome pool, so there you go. You're kind of into a grotto thing.
Oh, the grotto. I need a grotto like in the Playboy Mansion. Yeah, the pool would be a very nice feature to the home.
When can I come over?
Yeah, when can we see your house?
When the pool is done.
I want to come over before then.
You want to?
I don't want to wait that long. When's the pool being done?
He doesn't want to.
Yeah, probably spring.
I don't want to wait till spring to come
You want
over.
to come over right now?
Yeah.
Come on over.
He doesn't want us.
We'll order some Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring my broad.
We'll hang around?
Yeah.
Oh, that won't be too awkward. Third wheel.
She's a C blocker. She'll get involved in our moves. Try to stop it.
He doesn't want us. It's obvious. It's all right.
I want to go to Anthony's house.
I accepted that a while ago.
No, I do.
He doesn't want a human contact.
No, what are you kidding?
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Anthony's house wearing my white spandex bike shorts with no underpants.
Cordially invited.
The phone's just lit. It's been a wonderful day. Jimmy in New York, what's up?
What's up, Owen? What's up, Jimmy? Listen, Anthony, you know, I was afraid to be a father, but I did one thing. I forgave my parents for all the mistakes that they made. I'm an awesome father. You'll be an awesome father.
Here he is. It's the guy that fell asleep next to the bean pod.
No, you
in
would
Invasion
be.
Of the Body Snatchers.
I've said it, and I'm with Jimmy. You would be an awesome father because you understand all the mistakes that were made raising you.
Yes, that's it. That's the key to being a great father. That's it. And you'll never let the kid give up on his dreams or anything like that. You know what I mean? You'll be good.
You know what? I'd be a lousy father. You know why? I'd leave the kid there because I want to go to Vegas.
Yeah,
I'd leave the kid there because I want to go to the Bahamas or Hawaii or Australia or Europe. I want to go somewhere, and I don't want a kid to tote around.
All right. No one has challenged you on that logic there, and I'm going to challenge you now.
All right.
In the early years, that sucks and all, of course. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, they're turning, 14, 15, 16, having pool parties at your house, and Dad's getting in on the action.
You got to wait 15 years?
Yes, but it's well worth it, my friend.
Dad's complaining the girls are too old.
Right. See, that's the other side that you don't like discussing, but there comes a time where it becomes very cool. I have a very, very good friend who tells a story how his daughter, got to keep the name out of this one. I think I told this one on the air before. And his daughter became almost of age. She was in her teens, early teens, maybe around 14, 15, and decides to have a pool party. And then she has about 10, 12 friends over, and all these friends and this guy's daughter decide it would be a very good idea to get completely naked and run around the house a few times and then jump back in the pool. And this guy might have been taking pictures and freaking out from inside the house, going, oh, my God, this could be the greatest thing I've ever seen. And then, of course, his wife had to slap him in the face a few times, calling him a pig and a pervert. But it still happened.
Jeez. Is his name Brad Hamilton?
He said he was losing his mind as
Yeah.
he watched his daughter's friends completely naked running around the house on a dare.
Why not just have the pool, invite girls over, and have a party that way instead of having to have a kid and wait for 15, 16, 17 years of cultivation and aggravation?
Because eventually you're going to lose your looks and you're going to need other ways to, get these young women around.
I could...
Oh, we're going to have fun in the coming months. Let's say hi to Jack Jack. This is your long-lost cat. It's been a week
Jack
or so.
Jack.
Anthony, I miss you. I miss you, Anthony. Where are you?
Oh, thank you, Jack Jack. Keep your little white paws clean.
I thought the guy would go with the bit and just kind of do meow.
Just meow?
And then Jimmy and I would translate what he's saying. And
no, but that was Jack. He talked.
Oh, Jack talked.
Yeah, it was an amazing cat.
Do you miss his little white paws?
Of course he talked.
Huh?
Do you miss his little white paws?
Oh, yes, I do. Little Jack's paws. I miss his little white paws.
Would he kiss you? Would you kiss him?
I would kiss his little white paws.
Would you?
Yes.
Considering they were in a litter box, knocking feces out of the way, and you're worried about kid hands, you kiss cat paws.
You ever get cat? You could get cat scratch fever from Jack. That's a bitch to get rid of.
Just clawing away at cat feces.
And you ever see how a cat cleans himself? He doesn't grab a paper and a damp cloth. It's a papery little tongue. Yeah. And then what do you do, stupid? You let him lick your mustache. Come here, Jack.
By the way, you should get a vasectomy because, you know.
Why?
You better get a vasectomy, my friend. If you don't want those kids.
I don't want. I don't want a vasectomy, though.
You're a lottery ticket, my friend.
Oh, Jesus.
You're a lottery ticket.
No, let me tell you, the lottery ticket goes away with a little kick by Doc Martin. That's it. He's the best doctor at performing abortions. Doc Martin.
Let's say hi to Joe in Jersey.
Spontaneous.
Yeah. Joe, trying to squeeze some of these calls in. They've been calling all morning about you. Yes, Joe.
I got to ask Anthony, why do you think the face of every kid under the age of 5 looks like a kid from Rwanda or Bangladesh with an uncooked omelet on their face? I don't understand that.
Yeah,
because kids are sticky and dirty, slimy.
You are
little
describing
things.
Third world nation.
I'm not talking. Look, I'm not saying that that kids don't clean up. You know that you can't clean a kid up and take him out and they look all nice and everything. But when they eat, they are not neat. They're disgusting. They reach a certain age and then they know how to handle themselves. But at a younger age, they're digging their hands in, and then they try to share it with you. Don't share with me.
What about this? If your mom thought like you thought, you wouldn't be here doing a radio show right now.
She probably did think like I thought.
There's a fine kid that would do some amazing things that will never be born.
Blowing cigarette smoke in my face at the time. How would I know?
Oh, you want kids, right?
Oh, without a doubt. Okay. I can't wait. I would have probably had...
You can't wait. You better not.
How old am I
now? Much longer.
I know. Trust me.
How many do you want?
What am I, 30? What am I, 30?
Oh, my God. Got to be your early 30s already.
Yeah, I would have probably had 3 or 4 kids by now, to be completely honest with you. No, I would have, but it would. I wasn't stupid. I was in another relationship that there was no way in hell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a dummy. But in my current state, getting married, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And more than one, my friend.
Really?
Good luck with the radio show. I got to go raise some kids. Have fun, boys.
Let's see. College money in the bank or a new supercharger for my car. Boy, this is a real tough decision.
I honestly, maybe the show would have never been successful. I don't know, because I would have been in over my head with diapers by now. I would have easily had 3 or 4 by now. Easily.
Open have been yelling at me. Hey,
3.
Dude, the material's a little much.
Yeah, right.
Knock that off. It's
I don't think
morally upsetting to me.
No, I don't think I'll be like that. I'm going to teach my kid to be a complete idiot. Seymour, what's up?
You mean a chip off the old block?
Absolutely.
Chip off the old blockhead.
Enjoy the setup. What do you think I was
Thanks for the lob.
All right. Seymour, what's up?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
All right.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What happens if you have kids and you invite the girls over for a pool party? What happens if you have a daughter who's fat and hideous and you invite all her fat and hideous friends over?
Yeah, ugly daughter means ugly friends. Except for
15 years and for nothing.
Except for maybe the exchange student that just moved in and she doesn't know the cool kids at school yet.
That's true.
So your ugly daughter will get the first shot at her for maybe half a school year.
Could happen.
And then you lose the hot chick to like the cool kids in school. That's how it works, yeah.
So 15 years and it's all over.
All right, thank you, Seymour.
You get 1 shot. Bye.
Hey, I think we're going to end today's show with another fine Oscar moment because
moments.
We did such a great job discussing the Oscars last night. I saw an hour of it. Jimmy didn't see it.
I saw about 15 minutes.
And Anthony saw 15 minutes.
And was bored crapless.
I saw 5 hours of a 90-minute movie in Portuguese.
Oh, God.
Well, it's going to get interesting in the coming weeks because Anthony's giving a little piece here, a little piece there. Finally, he's cracking.
Yeah, I let the info out. I let it dribble out.
We're finally getting into your head.
Oh,
Giant
boy.
Monster, you're going to shish kebab him. 3 to 4 at a time, spinning in different circles. Left, right, left, right. Good for you. Propeller them, my friend.
Good for you, propeller.
I want to come over and just wipe it off when you're finished. I'll use your living room curtains.
Dude, now that you're single, you got to go cougar hunting. There's so much you got to do.
Dude.
You got to start hanging out at like black clubs and trying to pick up black girls.
Do you? How long have we done this show?
You just
Do you
got
have any idea who I am?
Just let your freak flag fly, man.
Yeah, I'll let my freak flag fly, all right.
Go cougar hunting.
And there are places that ain't even going to be taken out.
If
Cougar hunting.
If you go cougar hunting, they're still younger than you.
Bastard.